What up, y'all? We in the kitchen with Gary Grubbs. I'll show you guys a meal I've been eating pretty well every single day for about 8 months now, and it's helped me lose 40 pounds and also just feel amazing. So guys should try this, and it's super easy. So yeah, I'm just gonna run through it and try and talk through it as I do it. So it's just 85-15 ground beef, some top round. These are some red potatoes I cut up and bake in the oven. Meal prep, because potatoes take forever to make, just easier. Some of this olive oil, super good. And then I'll have some eggs, definitely a glass of milk. I do pepper jack cheese, some mozzarella cheese. So eat grapes while I cook. I am missing at meal prep with the potatoes some green peppers and some onions. Also, I'll have 2 slabs of bread. This Seed-tastic bread from Aldi's is quite good. So yeah, pretty well that stuff. Get a cutting board and a knife. Alright, let's get going on this. Also, using a cast iron on my flat top because it works. So yeah, get that heating up. That thing's seasoned so well. I love it. It makes the food taste so good. The first thing I'll do is push some oil in here. However much. If I had onions and peppers, I'd put them in first, but we'll just throw the taters in. Always use wooden cooking utensils, for real. Good healthy bit there. Yeah, I've been eating this meal since probably March. In March, I weighed 200 pounds on the scale, which was the heaviest I've ever weighed. And I don't say that as a bad thing. I was trying to gain weight. I was trying to bulk up. And as soon as I hit 200, I'm like, this fucking sucks. I'm cooking 4 meals a day. It takes so much time to cook and eat all this. I'm done. I'm sick of it. I don't want to be this big. And that was right when I started eating this meal. So I'll eat whatever I make here, plus some fruits and some nuts and milk. When I'm home and then at work, I'll just eat. We go to the local bar and eat. So I'll get a burger or whatever special they have. And since then, I've lost... Well, I was under 40 pounds, but right now I'm about 35 pounds lighter than that, so 165. I also think some of that is drumming. Playing drums has helped me lose some weight too, I feel like, because that's quite the workout some days. So while them taters are getting warm, I just like to get this steak cut. I use about 1/3 of this each meal. You can use whatever. Get that shiz out of there. Cut probably that much. Slice it. I know a lot of you guys are gonna freak out about my food hygiene or whatever you call it, but I have not gotten any food sickness ever from the way I cook, the way I do all this stuff. So I don't wash my hands after I touch this shit. I don't wash my hands during. I rinse them off, but I don't use soap. And I think soap does more harm than good. If you want to talk about it, leave a comment. Just cut it up into like 1/4-inch strips. Sometimes I'll turn them the other way and cut them in half. There, that's ready. No soap, just rinse the fingertips. Dry them off. Go straight to eating a grape because I really don't give it. I usually let them rip for, I don't know, a little while. So that's ready. Potatoes are going, the ground beef's cut open, ready to go. Cheese out. I'm gonna go with, kind of depends on the day, 2 or 3 eggs is all I'll cook. I'm gonna go with 2 today. I'm like most Iowa boys, we like milk with our dinner. I also like it when it's super cold, so I put some ice cubes in it. I like eating grapes, yellow kiwis, and everybody likes these things. I also honey with some of this natural peanut butter toast, honey peanut butter honey toast. Super good. Like, since the potatoes are pre-cooked, they only really take that long to get warmed up and a little crispy. Crack these bad boys. Guess what? I'm not gonna wash my hands. Get a little salt. Lots of salt. I put a lot of salt on my stuff. This is all gonna be cooked in here. One pan, which is super convenient for a lot of people doing dishes. Sucks. And with that, you never have to clean it, so all I do when shit sticks is the next time I go to use it, preheat it, that stuff scrapes right off. Let them cook for a little while, and then we'll throw in the ground beef. This meal, I mean, it was 2 months, I lost 20 pounds, but that's also from a bulk going back to just eating what I normally felt like eating, not forcing myself, so that's part of it. But after I eat this, I just feel good. There's no, like, you know, when you eat pasta, you just feel like taking a nap. This doesn't happen. When I cook the potatoes, I just dice them up into cubes, and then I put them in a pan with this stuff. The oven at 400 with, I use rosemary, thyme, some of this jalapeno salt. That's super good. Onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, and salt. And then you throw them in the oven for probably 25 minutes and they're ready to roll. And then I had also kind of pre-cooked the onion and peppers then too in this pan. Saute them a little bit. So yeah, a little bit of stickage, that'll be alright. Push them to the side a bit. Depending how much steak I use maybe a 1/4 pound of this ground beef. Slice it up a bit so it cooks better. Salt that shiz. I don't have any either, but I do like eating cottage cheese with this. Cottage cheese is nummies. So all we have left is to cook the steak, toast our bread. On my bread, I like a good old bit of butter with some honey. If you've never had butter honey bread, just try it. It's delicious. This oil's $19 a bottle, but it's super good. And I mean, this is gonna last you a month if all you're cooking is this. Better than cheap poison vegetable oil that they're trying to feed us. I'm sick of that shit. So once the eggs are done, I like to push the beef to the side because it's pretty well cooked. Make room for the steak. Slice that shiz in there. Try and flatten it all out too. Get some salt on it. I also like to use this Kinder's red jalapeno garlic. This stuff's really good. Not much, just enough. Get the toast going once the beef's in. Definitely trying to limit how many ingredients are in what I eat. If you're looking for a meal to boost the testosterone, eat this shit. Eat it every single day and love it. Make it how you want it. This is how I do. I love potatoes and I love meat. Eggs are really good for you. Cut out the bullshit, man. This takes 15 minutes, 20 minutes to make. And this makes like a meal and a half worth. So if you have a meal of this, then you take the other half with some peanut butter toast or some nuts and some fruit. There's 2 meals and they're super healthy. Once that meat's pretty well cooked, I'm gonna turn the heat off, add some cheese so it gets all melty. Just a little bit of cheese. But yeah, let that simmer for a bit, stir it all up. Good enough. Put some honey on my bread. Also, it's pretty good to just put honey on that too. Makes it really nice. How many of you like eating the ass end of the bread? Because I do. Shit's good. Now just stir all this together. Oh, it smells so good. Offload some of it. That's a good portion. You got that much left for another sandwich. Looks quite yummies. Give her a try. The steak is, it's just nice. Eggs. It all tastes so good. The potatoes are my favorite, especially with the cheese. As Elijah Long would say, ain't no freaking way.